How you guys doing? We have some news to break here, and it's so heartbreaking to see Tyrese. And when I tell you Tyrese has a message for everybody, if you guys do not know, Tyrese had a divorce. It was a big and it was a nasty divorce with his ex-wife Samantha. Okay, now Samantha decided to do her interview with this podcast guy.
To
And
walk
on
through
this
that.
interview, I will play the whole thing, but she talks about she had people in her ear that made her file for divorce. Okay. So, in the scheme of things, she regrets divorcing Tyrese. She regrets breaking up her family. And she talks about it. And she says she will give Tyrese another chance if they can come back together. Okay. So, a lot of people is not liking this because a lot of people felt bad for Samantha and how Tyrese he was yelling, he was kind of crazy when he first talked about his divorce. So people automatically saw Tyrese as the problem. Now, this whole interview really shows us who Samantha really is. And before I continue on, can you guys press 1 if you guys can hear me well? If you can hear me well, press 1. I don't want to talk all this time and nobody can understand or hear me because sometimes I have those issues with the audio. So before I go on, please just make sure you put 1. Thank you to Miss Beauty. So yes, so she is giving her speech, and Tyrese is pretty much saying not too fast. You guys have it all wrong. And look in the comment section. People are saying, we owe Tyrese an apology. Tyrese was right. She gaslighted that man. She manipulated that man. So from this interview, you can see it. Now, why would she do an interview like this? It does not make her look good. Tyrese is speaking out and he says she's doing this all because of fame. So I'm going to play Tyrese version, then I'm going to play the interview, and then I'm going to come back and talk about or replay Tyrese again. Then I'm going to take the phone calls, and I want to get your guys what's your thoughts about all this. So check this out.
Packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly, and I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox. Everything about the way you left me was heartless. It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child. She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sick these fucking lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony. Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup. And it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired a fucking attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I gave it to you. You want more. And it's been 3 years. I've moved on. I'm with Zelly. You moved on. I don't even want to tell the first nigga you started dating when we broke up, because you're going to go viral from that. If I were to tell who you started dating as soon as we broke up, you would go viral from that. All you want is attention. You want Facebook followers. You want Instagram followers. You're trying to be a life coach, and you're trying to get to drink the Kool-Aid. Fucking with a real one right here. Everybody can see through your. You packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras.
We have more. So I need everybody in this chat. Make sure you guys like this video. This is the only way we can push these videos out, push the channel and the algorithm, so we can have more people participating and getting that clear understanding on what's really going on out here. So this is the interview that prompted his response. But please like this video, okay?
I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when, like, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions. I would never tell. I work with women strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional. But of course, I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, you know, or for reconciliation. And that's not no slight to my, you know.
No, it's
the current friends.
It has nothing. There's no slight to that. Not the friends, but I was on the phone with my attorney.
Yeah.
So it was something that was being said to me that hurt me at that time. And that, so at that time when I was on the phone and I made that decision, I was livid. One, I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional. But of course, I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, you know, or for reconciliation. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us. And when you get lawyers involved, and there was a therapist that was speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time, that when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And, I didn't even realize, I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get, and like I said, if I could walk back in time, sometimes I battle with myself about that. But at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know how ugly it could get. And I know a lot of women, we make that decision and we're so hurt and angry. And then 5-6 months later, you're not that angry anymore. Like, oh, this kind of like still care about him. I kind of still have these feelings for him. Now, when you get lawyers involved.
Are you now in the spirit of potentially even being able to rekindle a relationship, rekindle that relationship? Is your spirit in that place, or could it ever go back to that place?
It's loaded because of the fact that there's been so much that's happened, like there's been so much that's occurred. Okay. He's my daughter's father. So I would say this. I would say that if we were both going to show up and we were both going to fight for it equally and sacrifice equally, like, things that I needed and, things that, he needed. I wasn't perfect. Come on.
Yeah.
Your girl ain't perfect. So I would say that if we were both willing to fight and we were both willing to do certain things, then yes.
Now in the spirit of.
Okay, so that was her. Oh God, it was a pain to listen to. Honestly, it felt like she was struggling. It felt like she was lying. It felt like she was making stuff up that's out of her head. She was not an interesting woman to listen to. And I want to know, how did you guys feel about Samantha's interview? Press 1 if it was captivating, you find her to be an interesting person. Press 5 if you didn't care for her, you didn't care for the interview. And when I first seen her, she talked a lot about God, got this, got that, God. Where did God talk now? Okay. Now this is what people are stating. And like I said, I'm going to replay Tyrese's response. And then I would love for you guys to come up on here to give your opinion about everything that's going on. Yeah, Jerome, boring as all out. And she's supposed to create a YouTube channel doing what? I mean, she looks pretty, but that's about it. And I think the reason why she was so boring, because she was lying. I don't feel like the truth was in her. I have seen her before. She's been more captivating. She has more passion in it. And then in this interview, what I got from it, she said that, you know what, after time, she realized she has feelings for Tyrese. She realized she loves Tyrese. And that's what prompted him to say, well, if he came back, would you guys be in a relationship or a marriage? And she said, yes, if they can meet together and come together and meet halfway, she will love that. And she also mentioned, that's my baby daddy. That's my kid's father. Well, bitch, you ain't feel that way when you left his ass. Tyrese said you left him in the middle of the night when it was pouring raining and he was going through so much, losing his mom and all that. And he says that you're still trying to get $20,000 a month from him. He said you still got your lawyers on him. He says that this is all fake and phony. And he said, yeah, he got the phone call. She's been calling him, blowing him up. She's so jealous because, Tyrese got a new girlfriend that's a black woman. They tell me, Miss Samantha, she is so jealous every time she sees Tyrese with that black woman on the internet. So she's calling him. Samantha, you out of place now, ho. Samantha, you out of place. Samantha, Tyrese is happy with another woman, and you gonna try to jump up in that thing. Yeah, he said that she's been trying to get back with him, and he kept telling her no because he's in a relationship with his new girl, that black girl. Now, I think that black girl need to whoop your ass, Samantha. Okay. Comment. Do y'all think that is so disrespectful? I don't give a damn if she is the ex-wife. I don't give a damn if she is the baby mama. It's still disrespectful, and I want to know, how do y'all feel? Okay, so you got Samantha, the ex-wife baby mama, trying to get back with her baby daddy, but her baby daddy in a relationship. Do you find that to be disrespectful? Press 2 if it's disrespectful. Press 10 if you feel like, no, it's not. And I'm sorry if I had to get a little ghetto, okay? Samantha got some damn nerves. Shit. She got some nerves. I can't. Oh my God. So people are responding and they said, so somebody who benefits from divorce told you to get a divorce. Well, hell, you know what? She got a mind of her own. Why didn't she go to God for it? Why didn't she go to God? She go to God for everything else. When she first came out here giving other people advice on how to be in a marriage for God and how to do all this religious talk. Why didn't she seek God? Why did she, get thoughts and advice from her pastor? Because I know she's a church girl. Okay. So it says, I pray was she fucking with the lawyers? What was it? What was it that made you want to leave him so bad, Samantha? Okay, was it another D on the side? We know you was in Atlanta, honey. There's a lot of black D in Atlanta. So anyway, it says, I pray he doesn't take her back. She did too much, and now she realized she has something good. It's too bad, sis. You have to learn from this lesson. Because, ain't no other man going to put her on a pedestal. Tyrese put her ass on a pedestal. Tyrese came out here talking about she's the black queen. Tyrese was buying this girl and trying to break his neck, trying to impress this woman, okay? And she gave him her behind the kiss, okay? And now she can't find no other nigga that's going to do that shit. So now she running back, girl. You making these men podcasts sound right, okay? Because they talked about your ass. They said you was going to come running back. And you making them sound right, girl. And I don't know how this is going to play out. I need you guys to call in this hotline, the phone number at the bottom. We need you guys to weigh in on this. And also, we need you guys to click the link so you guys can come up here on StreamYard. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit more before I play Tyrese response to all this. It says, y'all owe Tyrese a huge apology. In grace, he lost his mom to Covina. His wife fought to see his daughter, and the internet trolled. I wish the FBI could do a RICO sweep on the people that's doing these podcasts. Tyrese was right. That man was gaslighted and manipulated, called crazy, and bashed when she was the problem the whole time. So you let someone else decide your path in your future? That is wild, okay? So a lot of people are saying, here's how to avoid this. Before you get married, sit down with your partner and put together a board of directors. The board should consist of people. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. All right, so let's go on here.
And I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly, and I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox. Everything about the way you left me was heartless. It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child. She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sick these fucking lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony. Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup, and it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired a fucking attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I gave it to you. You want more. And it's been 3 years. I've moved on. I'm with Zelly. You moved on. I don't even want to tell the first nigga you started dating when we broke up, because you're going to go viral from that. If I were to tell who you started dating as soon as we broke up, you would go viral from that. All you want is attention. You want Facebook followers. You want Instagram followers. You're trying to be a life coach, and you're trying to get to drink the Kool-Aid. Fucking with a real one right here. Everybody can see through your. You packed up a 1-year-old.
So at this time, I'm urging everybody to call in. The phone number is at the bottom. We want to know, what are your thoughts about it? We got to know what the people feel. Now, I'm seeing people in the comment section. Some people feel sorry for Tyrese. I did a panel. I did a vote. At the top, it says here, do we owe Tyrese an apology? When he was going through all this stuff on social media, a lot of people in the Black community was dragging Tyrese. They called him was the problem, and they really was trolling him. And that's why we posed the question, do we owe him an apology? Now, 41% says yes. And for that 41%, I would love for you guys to call in. to let us know, why do you feel like we owe him an apology? And the ones that said no, which is 37%, I want you guys to call in and let us know, why do you feel like we don't, owe him an apology? And for the ones that said, I don't know, I want to know, where are you stuck at? I know you're kind of stuck in the middle, or you just feel like, hey, you just want to have a comment about this situation, how to prevent to be in a situation like this. What do you do when you're in a situation like this? Please call in and weigh in and let us know your thoughts on that. And like I said, at the top of the chat, it's a link, and that link will prompt you to StreamYard so you can talk and tell your purpose, your thoughts. I'm going to play it one more time.
A COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was...
So he would just let you guys know, this hoe is a liar. She's lying, okay? She's getting on the internet. She's lying. She's not even taking accountability. He said you didn't have any people in your ear. The same people you had in your ears, the same people that surround you today, which is your mom, okay? And then he goes on to tell, well, you still have the pastor people in your ear, but you choose to listen to what you want to listen to. And when she talks, she get, well, you know how women are. We get so emotional. We just don't know. She takes no accountability for her wrongdoing and how she even talks. It's like, girl, get a grip. Do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're doing? I feel like in that moment where she's talking to that guy, she's still in her mind like, is she real? Let's continue. I urge everybody to please like this video. We need these likes, okay? We need the likes to match the views, and also the phone calls. Feel free to call in. I'm gonna look in the comment section, and it says, I don't feel sorry for neither one of them, but the real question is, Gigi, who started going with after the divorce? Who she started going with after the divorce? I don't know who she's going with after divorce. I think another question is, if she really wants to get back with this man, do you feel like it's fair that she still wants $20,000 from him? Comment, let us know. Calling from 917. Thank you so much for calling in. What's your nickname on the internet so I can address you? Reggie, how's it going? So talk to me. We want to know your thoughts about this situation.
So listen, I think what happened is what's going on in this whole situation. I mean, she still got to get child support. I mean, he still got to pay for something. I mean, he lay down with this woman. This was his black queen, so he said, and he's got to pay up. I mean, the man makes a lot of money. All right, he wanted to lay down and have that baby so bad, so he's got to give her something, and that's just what it is. But for her to try to get back to him, I think she missed that. That boat done sailed. She's not going to be able to get him back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you feel that he still needs to pay up that $20,000 no matter what.
He damn sure do. I mean, he laid down. That was his black, white queen or whatever she was to him, black, white, whatever, Chinese. I mean, he embraced her as his own people. So then he's got to pay. He laid down, had a baby with her, so he's responsible for that. And if he makes that much money, she needs the same kind of lifestyle. So more power to her. She's a smart woman, and she needs to get what she needs to get. And that's just how I feel about it.
Good. Okay. I want you to stay on. I just want to ask the people, I'm trying to stir up some drama a little bit. Now, do you guys feel that she want to get back with this man? Do you feel that she should still try to seek $20,000 a month for her child? Press 4 if you feel like that is so fair. $20,000 a month for the child, or press 10 if you feel like, no, this is out of pocket and the laws needs to change. Now, damn, she done hung up. Okay, so if you guys feel like it's too much or whatever, feel free to call in. We want to hear from you. Okay, unfortunately, the caller I had, she just hung up, y'all. So we need some more callers. I'm gonna look in the comment section and see what you guys are saying about it. If you guys just coming in, it has been a breakthrough. Tyrese and his ex-wife is going back and forth with it on the internet. Now, people are responding in the comment section. They say, yes, pay to get rid of the chick. Don't they have joint custody? People are saying 10. Tyrese is a Capricorn male. Say less. Okay, I don't think she wants him back. Well, why do she wants to get back with him? I don't think she wants him back either. I think she wants to play a game, and I think she wants more money. That doesn't mean she got to get it all. He got another child too. Well, we forgot about that now, didn't we? Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit more clips. I'm just going to go back and forth, and let's look at some clips from her.
I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with.
Okay, so she said when she was about to file, she was very hurt. What was she hurt from? Did Tyrese cheat on her? Huh? Did you guys know of Tyrese cheating on her? Press 1 if he cheated. What was she so hurt from? You know, she said she was hurt. She was in pain. She was crying with her attorney. And that's the kicker. She shouldn't have been crying on her attorney because she was so gullible. She was so weak as a woman that she listened to her attorney. She don't even know. I don't believe she's that weak and gullible and naive like she's putting on. She's putting on this air like that's what happened. But comment, let us know your thoughts.
When like that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions. I would never tell, I work with women. I would never tell a woman to, one, I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that.
Why is she looking up at the sky? She's not looking directly to the guys she's talking about. Who is she looking up to? Who is up there that she's talking to? I guess when people are up there, they're in their head. I think we got Reggie. Did she come back, Reggie?
Yes, I'm right here.
Girl, you done
I'm
hung
right
up
here.
on
I'm
my
so
ass.
sorry. My phone got the worst service. I live out here, so it's a little crazy. But what I wanted to also say is I think what she's not saying and she's not explaining to the public is what happened to make her put the face mask on the video camera and then go grab the child up and leave up out of the house. So what I'm thinking is something serious had to happen in that relationship, which she's not speaking about. And I'm wondering if it has to do with abuse, because that's one thing you do not want to talk to anybody about. I understand how that is. So maybe she said, you know what? I'm just going to leave out of here. I'm not going to listen to the pastor or the preacher or whoever, Creflo Dollar. I'm just going to grab my things and go. She needs to let us know what it was, but she never talks about that. So that's the question. And I understand if it's abuse, she needs to run on out of there, and she should get every dime and every nickel and every penny that she needs from that man, because he lay down with her. And that's how I feel about that one. And I don't know what happened though, but that's one thing that they don't talk about.
So you think he hit her in the eye? He popped her.
He could have. You know how the men are, them narcissistic men that make all that money. You know, you lay down with them, and you know you're gonna get knocked up a few times. Most of the time, he looked kind of crazy. He kind of like Kanye. I don't know that I don't know that man rubbed me the wrong way. You know, I don't know. Something happened there, and I don't know. I don't want to say, but I don't know. Allegedly, you know, but she never talked about what happened, and that's interesting. So what did he do? Did he cheat? She says no. So what did he do to make you run up out of there? You know, the way she did. It's just a question. You know, and if that foul play was involved, I guess it'll come out in their divorce.
And now she's trying to run back. So I guess what the hit done wore off.
I guess it did. That is a possibility.
This hit wasn't that goddamn bad.
I don't know, man.
Let me go
I
back.
don't know. These celebrities, man, they just talk their stuff out here in the open, and God only knows what they go through. I wish them the best. I wish her the best. I wish him the best. It sounds like a lot of nonsense because he was fighting to get her back, and now all of a sudden she wants him back, and he don't want her back. So, you know, these Negroes need to make up their mind.
You're right, because I forgot about that. When they first divorced, he was like, I'm fighting for my wife. I'm fighting to get my wife. He wanted to get with her. And she didn't want nothing to do with him. So what happened, girl? You need to figure this out.
We need to figure it out. But I don't think it's for us to figure out right now. You know, this whole thing is beyond me. It's crazy, you know, and I'm surprised she even want him back.
Can we run where he just hit her? He knocked her.
I think he knocked her down.
Okay,
I think he knocked her down.
He didn't his strong ass.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Down. Yeah.
He looked like the type, but I could be wrong. But
and maybe she never been slapped before. She never been hit by a man.
Possibly, because no one's telling us what happened. That's the elephant in the room in this whole situation. Nobody knows who did what to who and how it happened. Ain't nobody talking about that.
Got a track record that would support an abusive past, so he probably did pop her ass.
I think. That's what I think. And she seems like a strong woman that don't want to put that out there. But then all of a sudden they broke up, and if you watch her live and her stream and her YouTube or whatever she got going on over, I think it's her Instagram, she had a bunch of videos about God, this, God, that, how
what
God.
happened with
and
the
she
guy?
seemed like she was hurting. She looked like she was hurting from something. And I think that this is what I think, but I don't know. And she was smart to leave him, and then she's going to get him for every dollar and red cent, because if that's what it is, then that's what she should get for that. But I don't know. You know, I guess it'll all come out eventually, especially now that Tyrese has responded in a nasty way to her. As a matter of fact, I think it was blown out of proportion the way he was talking about her. You know, if she's trying to reconcile, he should try to come off at her. I think he came off on an emotional rage. You know,
I think
where
he did
I think
good.
he could have been a little bit more calm about it.
Usually he'd be yelling and screaming. I thought his performance, his response was very appropriate. I didn't think it was out of place, knowing how he could get. But that's a good question.
That's true, but
Hold on, Reggie. Let me ask the people. How do you guys feel about Tyrese's response to his ex-wife just now? Do you think it was appropriate? Press 1. If you feel like it was too emotional, it was too much. Press 5.
Yeah,
Where do you
I think it was too much.
For you, it was too much. To me, it was appropriate.
He came emotional. He should have took a few days to think about it. Call her over the phone. We don't need to have their whole life aired out. I don't know what's going on in the celebrity world. You know, you got Jada Pinkett, Will Smith, and their whole relationship on Front Street. And we don't really, got to know all this stuff. Like he could instead of going on Instagram Live with the filter, he should go speak to her about the situation, But they done got lawyers involved, and there must be a reason why they can't speak to each other. They're going on live. And usually it has to do with the order of protection. But I don't know. Let me not say that, because I don't know.
Now, why
allegedly
did she get on the internet talking about his relationship? Why didn't she keep her business? We didn't even know that. We wasn't even thinking about her ass.
That's true. Well, I think she wants to be a celebrity too. Maybe she's in competition with him. you know, and he gave her a little taste of that Hollywood, and now she want to take the Hollywood and run with it. I don't know. Maybe
No,
she likes
I
the
thought she was
attention. She
supposed to
definitely
be.
likes the
I
attention.
thought she was supposed to be God fearing. You know, God people in Hollywood don't mix. That's the
Something don't
opposite.
add up.
Huh?
Something don't add up with this. That's what I'm saying. Something is amiss in this whole situation. I don't know what it is. Either she just wants the fame, but now she wants him back. Maybe she just wants to get him back to see if he'd come back to her and leave Zelly or whoever that
But
girl is.
do you
I
think
don't
that's
know, but
wrong
it
of him?
seems
Her? I'm sorry to cut you off, but Samantha, he's already in a relationship with that black girl named Zelly, and how dare her do that?
right,
Do you think that was right?
right. I think she's doing it because she wants to see, and her. I think they're both narcissists. I think she wants to see if she can get him to leave Zelly for her, you know, because she was his white goddess, black white goddess, however you want to call it, you know. So I think that might be a little insecurity within her to see if she can get him to take her back. But like he said, drop that $20,000 and we could talk, you know.
But to me,
So I
I
don't know.
think
I really don't know.
Samantha is full of shit. To me, she came off as so conservative, right? And I would think a
Right.
conservative woman of hers, so godly, would see Tyrese with that Jezebel woman and just be disgusted. Would be like, "Oh my God, I was
Right.
with him," but she sees him with the stripper Jezebel, and he loves it. I would think that would make her vomit. But no, it's making her jealous. It makes her want
Jealous.
to reach out more
Yes.
to the point where she want to do talk shows talking about him, knowing it's gonna go viral. Something
It's
not
under
adding
her
up.
skin. Yes, it's under
Something
her
not adding
skin. Yeah,
up.
it's under her skin. Yeah, something's not. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he was too nice to her and she took him for granted. I don't know, but there's something a little fishy in this, and I think it's going to all come out in the wash. You know, let the court stuff play out. It's going to eventually, she going to tell, he going to tell. I hope that they work it out for the sake of the child. I think they might come to that resolution eventually, because all this stuff on the internet, airing out of each other's business in Hollywood, it needs to stop. It's just not, it doesn't do nothing. You know what I mean? It just makes them all look crazy. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, it makes it look crazy, but it's different perspective. You got people say, well, at least y'all keeping it real. Because remember, they used to say, I can't stand Hollywood. Y'all so fake. Y'all act like y'all so perfect. Y'all shit don't stink. Let us know the real.
That's true.
So Hollywood is letting y'all know the real. Now y'all got a problem with that. Y'all got a problem with every goddamn thing. Okay? Everything. Shit, they can't win.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, they can't win, but you know they got to keep trending too. So this definitely gonna help their career. And maybe they both start a relationship channel or something. They'll make money out of it. You know, we just observing, but like this is all their money that they're gonna make off of it. We just watchers, we just spectators, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I wish them the well. I wish them the best. I wish them well. I hope they figure out their situations, but you know. I don't get the whole thing. I just don't get it. I'm far removed from
Reggie,
it.
I think it's fake. I think they fake us. I don't know, because all this guy stuff that
They
was
all
pouring
fake.
out. Because he says, y'all not going to believe who she got with afterwards. That makes me think she got with a low-life nigga, a hoodlum. How you going to get with a hoodlum and you supposed to be all God this and God that? That's what I'm lost
and
to.
she's not happy. And she's not happy because she don't have no man kissing her behind like how Tyrese was, because she probably had him wrapped around her little finger. You know, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She's not all that it's cracked up to be either. They both played a role in this, and they both responsible for this nonsense that's going on right now. And the thing I don't understand is that he was fighting to get her, but now that he's got Zoe, he's happy, and now she want to come back. And it seems like it's just all jealousy. You know, once the person disappears and you realize for 3 years that nothing is going your way in these other relationships, then you start to appreciate what you once had. And he's just like airing her crap out. She probably didn't expect that. Maybe she thought he'd just come back to her. And he just aired her out on the internet, made her look like trash, in my opinion. I think he makes her look desperate, if you ask me. But I wouldn't listen to none of her. I used to watch her lives, and now I don't even want to watch them anymore because she sounds like a phony and a fraud. You know, but God knows what's going on between the two of them. I think they both got dirt, you know, on each other. but who knows, you know? But I thank you for letting me call in. I love your show. I just want to tell you, sis, I love your show. I
Thank
watch
you,
all the
girl.
time. And
Call me.
I just wanted to call in and put my little 2 cents in.
You better call me back because I'm loving talking to you. I sure do. All right.
Oh, I will, sis.
All right.
All right now. Take
We're
care.
going to let her go. I love her. Calling from 662. You're live on the air. Hello, 662.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you real good. So what's your nickname so I know how to address you?
My actual name is Zoe.
Zoe, what's up, Zoe? Talk to me. What's your thoughts about this, Zoe?
Listen, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm listening. And me personally, just like the previous caller said, I think this chick is mad that Tyrese has moved on. And my thing is this: if she has receipts against him, drop the receipts. The same thing for him, drop the receipts. I'm nosy. I want to know exactly what happened, what didn't happen, who did what, and why they did it. Drop the receipts. If you're on here doing all this talking around the subject, like he said, well, you would be surprised who she messed with. Tell us who she messed with.
Who she messing
you didn't
with?
You didn't got her crying about what she did and didn't do. Let me know who she was messing with.
Hell yeah.
She needs to drop the receipts. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that she's somewhat bitter. He has moved on, and she does not know how to handle that because, and I'm not being like attractive versus non-attractive, but a lot of times women who are attractive, they feel, well, if they do this, the man will come back, and he didn't come back. Now she don't know what to do. But like my mom said, you don't miss your water until your well runs dry. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents. Drop the receipts. We need to read some stuff, hear some stuff, look at some videos or something. You know, that's just what I have to say about the whole situation. But I appreciate, this opportunity. I appreciate just the conversation, and hopefully, the real truth will come out later because I'm here for it. I promise you, I'm here for it.
Okay. Yes. Man, oh man. So when you saw her talking, do you feel like she was genuine? She was an honest person, or did you read it off as bull? What were your thoughts?
I think that, a half truth is a half lie. So I don't think that she was telling the whole truth. I think she was telling enough. You know how you dangle that proverbial carrot just to get views, clicks, and likes. But I think someone just typed here that the DNA may be involved. So maybe that's why she's walking that tight line, that tightrope, just to say enough, but don't say too much where she gets in trouble with a little coin that she has gets snatched. So maybe that's what it is. Because, it has to be. There has to be some type of legal ramifications where she's just not spilling the tea. There has to be. Because why else would she be on the Shade Room giving this interview? And I don't have anything against religious people, none of that. But I tell you, sometimes, as my mom would say, these church folks make my butt want to dip a snuff. Seriously. They are just so wishy-washy. They praising God 1 minute, the next minute they doing this, that, and the third. Lukewarm Christians. So,
well,
I'm just here for it. I want to see what comes out in the wash as the machine continues to turn. That's all I want. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Right. I guess my thing is, I was raised around traditional Christians, and they always taught me you don't play like that. You don't play. You either pick one side or you pick the other. So when you see all these motherfuckers skipping, scopping, and lukewarm, it's just like, nah, that's not. I was taught you don't supposed to do it like that, especially when you represent. But go ahead.
But that's the point, though. There is, it's like everybody's playing a role. They play a role based on the part that they get or the part that they want. Most of the time, the part that they want. They're playing a role. So whatever their role calls for them to do, that's what they do or don't do. You can't, you can't look at
like Will Smith and Jada. You can't look at these so-called marriages as relationship goals. You can't. You really truly can't, because now we're finding out that Will and Jada was separated for 7 years. So they're doing what they want to do to get to where they want to be. Bottom line, all of them guilty, because it takes two people to make a relationship work or not work. So Tyrese did his dirt most likely, and his ex-husband did her dirt most likely also. So it's both of them. The only person that I feel any type of sympathy for is the baby, because the baby didn't ask to be here. So now she has these two a-hole parents that she has to grow up with. And the internet is unforgiving. It's going to be out there since forever. So she's going to eventually see it. So that's where my sympathy lies, is with that baby girl.
All right. Well, I thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. We're going to let you go at this time. All right. So what are y'all thoughts? I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be going live all day today and tonight. My next live, I think it's going to be at 8:10 p.m. I'm going to talk about Blueface. He is getting sued for $13 million. If you guys want to join me, that'd be great. Then my next live after that will be at 9:30 p.m. right here, where we'll be talking about part 2 of Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti. Why did she choose to date that type of man? And what is really going on in their relationship? Is she pregnant? Okay. So any last thoughts about this? What are your thoughts, everybody? Okay, I'm looking in the comment section. So she wasn't playing. She told us she got mad, and the first call was the lawyer. The lawyer told her she can contest the prenup and end up in the way more. Didn't end up happening. She's a mess. Okay, you working over? Yeah, soft and spicy. Shit. Okay, I got something to do. Okay, I got a plan. Okay. I gotta get some things going. You understand? Okay. Yes. So any other things you guys want to talk about? I want to know. I was also thinking about doing the topic of Jonathan Majors marrying Megan Good. Do you guys think that is a good topic to go live about? Press 1 if you feel like that's a good topic to go live about. Press 2 if you feel like no, you don't want to hear about Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. Okay. Yes. What else is a good topic? I don't know if you guys want to talk about that Prince. It's a guy. His name is Prince. He goes around and talks about how Lori Harvey did it with him without protection and how he messed around with Sweetie Mom. But I don't think that you guys probably want to hear about that. I don't know if you guys do. Let me know. Earlier today, we did a short video on Little Baby and his zesty rumors. Do you think that deserve a good long live, Little Baby and these zesty rumors that keep going around? Press 10 if you feel like that deserve a good messy live. Press 11. It's like, nah, we didn't heard it before. Let's move on. What else is on the pot? Okay, keep the new stuff coming. Okay, I'm trying. I don't know who those people are. You don't know who Jonathan Majors and Megan Good is? Well, I guess, CC29, so you know Jonathan Majors and Megan. Okay, none on that. We good on that. Now, CC29, what is 10? What did I say 10 was? Can you please let me know? What was 10? Blue Water just got a judgment, 15K. Look into that. You mean Blueface? Just got 15 million. Okay, well, I'm gonna look into it. I don't know who you're talking about. All right, well, what can y'all, Jerome, what did I say number 10 was? Huh? What was number 10? What did I say 10 was? Can somebody please let me know? Shot you a 10. Blackface, just a judgment. I don't know who the fuck Blackface is. Oh Lord, that was for baby. Okay, yes. Thank you, CC. So shit, I'm getting old. Now, CC29, Jerome, did I say alive for baby and it's 10 or alive not for baby? Okay, which one? Rainbow said, what's the T on Brian McKnight changing the name to match the newborn? You want to go live about that, Rainbow? Rainbow, just say the words and I'll make it happen. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, a live for okay, we're gonna do a live for the baby, and then we're gonna get to the zest. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all on another video. Bye. DJ, where you at? Please like this video, y'all. We begging for likes.